The Pepi Splint came about because we had a problem with skin injuries in medically fragile and preterm babies in the newborn intensive care unit at Waikato Hospital. When we put a drip or a cannula in a baby to give medications or fluids, we need to secure that drip with a splint. And the current splint that we have, we need to use elastoplast tapes, and they are attached to the baby's skin. And when we remove those, often we cause damage, and we're seeking to prevent that. When we started to do our research and investigate the problem of skin injuries, we thought that other centres would have solved this problem. So we went initially to centres in New Zealand and then into Australia, and we found that all centres caring for medically fragile babies had a similar problem. We went back and applied for a grant from the Nursing Research Development Fund, which paid for a small study to measure babies' hands, feet and arms. We fed that information back to Mike, and so that he was able to begin to design the Pepi Splint.
The product that we wanted to end up with needed to be clean and simple and easy to use. It had to look friendly, it had to be comfortable for the child. The design of the Pepi Splint is such that it is ambidextrous, left and right. It works as a foot, kind of looks like a bit of a sandal when it's on. But importantly, you can trim it without ripping. It's a really soft silicone. It's the same grade of silicone that people use for prosthetic noses and ears and the like, and be reused, which is really important. And also it's got a structural member in there which allows you to bend it and form it in a particular way so it holds the child's hand in the right position. And we found, well, Deb informed me, of course, that baby's skin doesn't sweat like ours does. So there's no issues with it being on for more than 72 hours or so.
I've never been involved with product design before, so it's been almost a vertical learning curve for me. All of my other research has been about trying to make conditions that babies have better.
The real secret to industrial design or designing good products is finding someone who is a lot smarter than you, who you can pick their brain, and from that you get insight, and from insight you can develop great product.
I think the way I operate is always trying to make it better for the babies. That is exactly the way I am and the way I work, and this has been a neat way to do that. In fact, it's been like a breath of fresh air. It's been great.